This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gordon. A nice little juke. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Complete. It's Henry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Michael Badgley now for the Chargers field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they?
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Black 20. 52 right here. 52. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their open. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves...
It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go, buddy.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Take both of them. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams split plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm scared. Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check, check. Kill.
This is Gordon. "34 yards there and a first down." We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I'm coming after you. He's checking ground.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Counter. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Jackson now sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it as his guys continue to pour it on. It's caught inside the 10. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger dancing to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On second down now, it's Gordon. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Cuts back right. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 62 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he...
Again, a run with counter. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Connor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming. They'll run for it with Connor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Here we go, here we go. Lock 80.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Snickers, 66.
Big edge.
They'll run with Samuels, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Steelers nothing. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Switzer on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Blue 30.
52's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party.
On first down, it's Connor, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Alert flare. Alert flare.
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch 20. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check. Check. Check.
On 3rd down, Connor. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 50. Let's get there. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Back.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They come out here in the eye. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Again, it's Connor. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
All day, baby, all day. Check 50, check 50.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Again, they run with Edmonds. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You ready?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.